That's hot. Okay, we need to let that cool for a little bit. Welcome back to Casa Refined. I'm Jorge. Fall arrives quietly. The air cools, the light turns golden. It's the season of layers, warmth, and creating beauty at home. And let's create that beauty with some DIYs, some styling, and just redecorating in general. For this first half of the video, I'm going to focus on the dining room. I've actually cleared everything out to make space for what I'm going to bring in. Sometimes it's best to have a blank slate to really get the creative juices flowing and open up your mind to new possibilities. Let's start off with this simple DIY and make a minimalist wreath for autumn, which is funny. I think my first ever YouTube video was a minimalist wreath for winter. I think I made that video private because, I don't know, not my best work, but I do like the notion of just a minimalist wreath, something simple. But of course, these decorative accents can be used anywhere in your home, but they're typically seen in front doors. And I think it's a shame that not a lot of people are putting wreaths anymore, because I think these are such a great way to add personality to your front door, but also sort of convey the atmosphere. What is the mood of the season for your home? Are you going for something dramatic? Are you going for something more natural? So let's make something special but minimalist at the same time. After all, this is what's going to greet the guests at the front door. So I'm beginning with some real dried branches that I'm zip tying around a floral hoop. This gives me the possibility to swap things out later in the future and not be committed to this look. Then I'm adding some of these real beautiful, moody, plum colored sprays. They're faux, but they look realistic. I'm very impressed with the quality. I will link them in the description. Mind you, this is about a 14-inch wreath and I'm using about 5 to 6 sprays. It's not autumn without some pumpkins, and I'm using some of these cuties I picked up from Dollar Tree. This one's actually a garland. I think it might have been about $3, and I'm carefully removing the jute, but some of the little stems are breaking off. That's okay, I'll just have to glue them back on. These smaller foam pumpkins will further add a dynamic look to the wreath, but I don't love the color, so let's spray paint them. How about some antique gold? And while we're at it, why don't we ruin these pumpkins? Well, kind of. You see, the thing is, I kind of forgot that you can't actually spray paint foam. There's some sort of reaction that happens between the styrofoam and the spray paint that causes the foam to basically prune up, to melt. So that's what happened here. And after a couple coats, the pumpkins almost lost their form. They don't really look like pumpkins that much anymore. Honestly, I don't really mind them. They kind of look like just little prunes, and it's kind of a happy accident. In fact, I think I like these better. I won't make the same mistake for the larger pumpkins. Even though they're covered in this like felt material, I still won't take any chances. So let's go ahead and use plain old craft paint. First, I'm starting with barn red. Next, I'll use brown oxide, and my intention for this wreath is to be very tonal, essentially drawing color inspiration from the leaves of the plum sprays. Think of it like color drenching a room, which seems to be a very popular interior design trend right now. And for the last three, I'll use burnt umber. Since I have some extra brown paint, let's do a light dust on these plums, if you will, to give them a more antique look. These colors are very pretty, don't you think? And now that the pumpkins are dry, let's start gluing them onto the wreath. However, I don't want to be too perfect here. I want this to feel casual and effortless, but still be mindful of where I place the pumpkins, as I want it to feel balanced while strategically covering up any exposed zip ties or some of that floral hoop peeking through. And lastly, I'll add the old pumpkin prunes. Honestly, I think the subtleness of the antique gold helps elevate the wreath while still feeling earthy and organic. And that pretty much does it for this wreath. However, I came back later and made a couple swaps for the pumpkins. I did some lighter ones and some copper ones. It's still subtle, it still feels earthy, but these little swaps still embrace the earthy spirit of the wreath. It still feels natural, and overall, I'm quite content with the final result. Now, I don't want to show you my front door, so I'll just show you indoors what it looks like. It's such a beautiful wreath that I adore even more because I made with love. What are your thoughts? And guess what? I made a slightly smaller version of this in the same spirit as the large, still moody, still minimalist, still earthy, but smaller. Do you want me to make and ship one to you? Because I would, for a fee of course, and for a limited time I will link these in the description if you want to get your hands on a handmade wreath by me. Of course, always made with love. These are great to adorn your home, and let me know if you're interested in seeing an updated version for winter, because I could totally see myself making one. And with that, let's shift our attention back to the dining room because it needs some fall decorating. So welcome to the credenza here in the dining room. Honestly, a space that I really haven't messed with lately, but I want to give it a new look, especially as we move into autumn. Nothing too crazy. I don't want this to be autumn, like a scream autumn, but something appropriate. And one thing that I want to focus on are these two lamps. So these two lamps were actually a DIY project that I did a few years back. I gave him, maybe I'll put a little recap here, but basically I updated these old lamps, gave them some texture, added these little orb motifs, which is a motif in some of my work, and just overall giving it a more sculptural feel. But what I want to do is paint them with the iron rust effect, which isn't necessarily limited for autumn, but appropriate for autumn. Of course, I will be keeping them year round, but I think those nice rusty tones will certainly feel autumnal while giving them a new look. One of the best ways to achieve a rusted iron effect is to do a 3-step method. In this case, I'll be using Modern Masters, not sponsored, but this will yield hopefully good results. The first step is to do a coat or two of primer. Next, I'll add 2 coats of oxidizing iron paint, which I believe has real particles of iron that will of course oxidize. This is not the most economical paint in the world, but this should, like I said, give us some good results. Lastly, let's apply the rust activator solution. This is essentially going to rust the iron over the course of a couple of hours. Of course, I'm wearing some PPE because safety is always first. Now, I will link these in the description if you want to try for yourself. They sell smaller little trial versions to try on projects. I would highly recommend. It's a great way to transform pretty much anything, but of course, always follow manufacturer's instructions. If I were to do this again, I would likely apply this solution with a sponge rather than a brush, as I feel it would give me more control of the final outcome. However, I do love how these lamps turned out. As you can see, that beautiful oxidation is amazing, but clearly there's a problem. The orange tones of this beautiful lamp is clearly clashing with the existing credenza, especially since I want to keep the ornate frame and oak sideboard, so I will have to use this in another location. I still wanted to include them in the video because you can totally use this technique for your autumnal projects, but I have swapped out the lamps for these vintage brown ceramic lamps. But now let's get to the fun stuff, the decorating. Let's keep it simple for autumn this year. We don't want to go too heavy with the theme, so I'm stacking some books and filling this large wax bowl with some pumpkin / cords. Now I'm hanging this large sculpture that I made a few years ago. You can probably find the YouTube video on here somewhere. Now I'll hang my hand sculpted artwork, and I'll accessorize this corner with this handmade pedestal stand made by my dad for the shop, stack some books, and my dad's handmade sculpture. For the dining room, I'll add this beautiful clay vessel and add some of these floral plum sprays that I use in the wreath. This ensures there's cohesion throughout the home, and honestly, I really love these. These are so moody and they look realistic and are perfect for this type of vessel. I'll add interest with a few of these faux anthurium stems. They look pretty realistic. I'll bend the bottoms to create variation in the height, and these are wired so I can even twist them around for a more natural look, especially if I'm using them by themselves. It's a simple arrangement, but that's sometimes all that's needed, don't you think? I'll top it off with a few of these accent sculptural pieces to complete the dining table, and with that, this dining room is complete and ready for autumn. It's not a crazy transformation, and it doesn't scream of autumn decor, but that's okay. I don't want to feel overwhelmed with fall decor. I want to feel calm, and since this is a smaller space, I don't want it to feel too overwhelmed. I'm allowing each individual piece to do the talking. Sometimes less is more. I'm especially happy with that background sculpture with the light that I created a few years back. I think incorporating into this dining room helps bring in some light to an otherwise dark room that doesn't get a lot of natural light. If you are looking for some quality pieces to make your home feel refined, pieces that you will use year after year, definitely check out my fall collection on CasaRefineShop.com. I've curated a beautiful selection of new vintage, some pre-loved items, florals, amazing florals that will really transform your space. I think it's worth being mindful of what we bring into our homes. So I am by all means being very selective of what I bring into the shop. And I think you will find something special for yourself, maybe for a friend. CasaRefineShop.com, with love from mi casa to yours. The bedroom is often overlooked when it comes time to decorating for seasons, but I want to be intentional this year and bring in that cozy feel that I love of autumn. So let's go ahead and start decorating, but not go too crazy. After all, this is a small bedroom. So first off is let's change the bedding. I'm going to add some of these new sheets that I got from Quince. Not sponsored, but I will say I absolutely love. I can't think of anything more appropriate for this season than this quilt. The color of this is phenomenal. It's almost like a dark brown, like a walnut. I think that might even be the name of the thing. I will provide details in the description, but this is a perfect solution for me as I can be a bit of a hot sleeper, and this season I want to stay cool at night while still staying warm. After all, it is getting chilly out. Gone are the days of overcomplicating my bedspread arrangement. Just a simple throw blanket and a throw pillow. That's it. I don't want to spend too much time making my bed every day. Have I mentioned simplicity is key? Well, the same applies to the bedside tables. On this side, a wonderful clay vase with rustic tones. How about some faux magnolia leaves that look realistic? These are the red ones. I absolutely love them. I think 5 will be enough. And above the dresser, this whimsical artwork. It doesn't scream autumn, that's okay, not everything needs to be autumn. But I will include a simple arrangement featuring this small little vase with some crespedias? Billy buttons I think are also called. I'll use a total of 3 bunches, each come with 3 stems, so total of 9. These come straight, so I will twist them around for a more dynamic, a more interesting look. I don't know if these naturally grow curly in nature. That's okay, I don't care. I think these look so much better twisted like this. Floral foam is always a great idea with these, as these tend to be heavy at the head, like the flower heads, and they kind of move around. So I like to secure them into some floral foam that I will glue to the bottom of the vase and insert, making sure that they are distributed evenly so it all feels balanced. The dark mustard color is very appropriate for the season. The room with my tall wood carved sculpture, one of my favorite projects, a perfect way to add rustic elegance to the room. Even though it's a small bedroom, it doesn't feel overwhelmed. It's overall a neutral color palette, but these little reminders with the color, it reminds us that autumn is here and it's a moment of celebration. It feels moody, it feels layered, but intentional at the same time. Home decorating is very personal, and at the end of the day, what matters is how you feel in the space, and I certainly feel welcomed and comfortable but cozy in my room. And in this season of life, that's all I can ask for, and I'm happy. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to provide links or sources to everything as much as I can in the description. But I will say this, I would encourage you to take a look around your home and see if there's something that you can repurpose or reuse. See if you can transform it, make it fit for this season. Maybe take a visit to your local thrift shop, antique mall, and see what you can find. And please, please, please share with me on Instagram. I'd love to see what you're working on. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you took away some ideas. You know, as the days get shorter, our homes become the backdrop for creativity and coziness. And I really would encourage you to make your home feel a little bit more special this season. You don't need to go out and flip your whole house upside down and buy all the decor or fall things. You know, I personally like to embrace the season as it is. I don't like to rush through and look towards the next season because it'll come. Don't worry, it will come. I would encourage you to just savor the moment and enjoy all the way through. So thanks again. I don't want to talk forever. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Also, just a quick reminder to check out the fall collection on the shop. You will find some amazing treasures that I think you will enjoy for years to come.